Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So in this vlog series, I take you through the entire process as I formatted and proofread Immortal, as you can see here behind me. It took a lot of work. I just went through 2 rounds of editing in Immortal. It was 52 days the first round and 33 the second round. I have those series here. I can put them up as a card. If you haven't watched them, go check them out. But in the meantime, I take you through the entire process of what it takes to proofread, to format and proofread. It also may include, like, you guys can watch these videos not just for entertainment, but to learn like what I do and how I chose to format this gorgeous, amazing book, epic historical fiction. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be proofreading. I'm starting my new vlog series of proofreading Immortal. For those of you who have been watching, I have edited Immortal 1 round, 2 rounds, round 1 and then round 2, and then formatting it, which I had tons of issues with. So and now we're here, so thank you guys for being with me this whole time if you've been binging it. If not, if you're new here and you didn't see those, welcome. I suggest you go binge watch those, but you can come into this. So for those of you who don't know, Immortal is my book. It's a prequel to my Valiant series, which is basically like it has a Marvel-like structure, but with Lord of the Rings. And Immortal in particular is about a man who is born in the BC times, and due to spoilery purposes, he ends up becoming immortal, basically. We writers are so bad at doing our books, so I'll just read you the blurb. Also, I unboxed this. So hey guys, and welcome to another video. I accidentally started cutting this open, but this is Immortal's unboxing video. Probably the first one in my proofreading Immortal vlog, but we'll see. So I already did the hard part. Guys, I don't want to know how thick this book is. 700 and some odd pages, so it feels thick. You guys are the first to see it. I haven't looked at it yet. Oh my gosh. It's actually not. I thought my name and the title was going to be off center, and it is a little bit, but it's not bad. What do you guys think? Look how thick this is. It's not actually as thick as I thought. That's still in the middle though, so that's good. And then here's the back, which I think is actually readable. So it's a little blurred, but so I'm not sure about the quality, so I'll have to work on that. But overall, this is Immortal. Okay, let's look inside. Oh gosh, guys, my dogs are playing, so just ignore the sounds. All right, here's the image. Okay, I'm so excited. I can't wait to start proofreading. I'll check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so this is day 1 of proofreading Immortal, and as you guys know, I did the unboxing earlier, so put that clip here. My hair is a mess, my braids been coming out. I'm doing my walking in the evening, so I want to start proofreading Immortal tonight. The sooner I get it done, the sooner I can get it up for pre-order, and you know, the sooner I can get it out and all that stuff. So however, I'm editing for a client right now, and I'm writing in flood, and those are my top 2 priorities at the moment. Immortal is kind of right up there with them. So, and I have a couple other projects I'm working on for fun, but I can do that later after my husband and I split off. So at 11:30, before my husband gets home from work, my goal is to edit for my client, write in flood, proofread Immortal. Those are the 3 things I'd like to get done. So I'm gonna do my walking and then just get to work. It's after 7 o'clock, so I would say it's between 7 and 7:10 right now. So if I can get to work and get done by 8 or 8:30, get my writing done by 9 or 10, and have an hour and a half to proofread Immortal, then we're good to go. So based on my assessment, looking at the book so far, based on my assessment of the book so far, the back of it is not as high, it's not as crisp as I'd like it to be, and I think that's because I had to go in GIMP and I downloaded that version of it. So I'm going to talk to my designer and let him know that we have some time, but tell him that I need it to be resized because the page count was different, and so he doesn't have to worry about that. For me, he has me get the template from KDP, because KDP, you can put in your page count and all that stuff, and you download the template, which you guys saw me do. If you watched my formatting Immortal, I'll have that as a card here. Go check that out, because I did all that myself when I had to resize it. It was a crisis, but go check that out to get some context for this. But anyways, so I'll take that template template and give it to him, and then he can fix it in his programming with all the crisp kind of clear, and hopefully that'll fix that up. So I got that to address so far, and then the 3 mistakes that I caught when I was formatting, I'll go check out the Formatting Immortal series. I'll have that here again so you guys can check that out. But I figured it would be better because I found that at the very end of the formatting, and I figured it'd be easier because in proofreading I'm gonna find some mistakes here, and what I'll do is I'll fix them and for the final version. So it made sense to just kind of do that all at once, if that makes any sense. So so that's what I'm gonna do. But I gotta edit for my client. She's an outdoor cat. I don't know who's playing music, but anyway, she's an outdoor cat. Chubby. The time we named her, she was really chubby, but she's not so chubby. Yes. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Hi. Oh, you don't want to be petted? That's okay. Anyways, I gotta edit for my client, write in flood, and then, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm sorry, I stepped on her. Gotta edit for my client, write in flood, and then hopefully proofread Immortal, so I'll check in with you guys later. Alright, so now that you're all caught up, for those of you who are new, the blurb says, immortality is his curse. As a slave, Nasan wants to avoid notice and survive. When Eshe begins showing him kindness, though, Nasan starts to see life as worth living. His hopes shatter when Tarik, Eshe's pursuer and Nasan's enemy, becomes trapped in a curse of immortality with Nasan. Their lives woven together with ancient magic, Tarik and Nasan struggle against each other throughout all history. Nasan desires to hold Eshe's love. Tarik it has the not for resale sign. Tarik continues basically try to tear them apart. And then Nasan loses hope of ever truly living through every in every torturous era Nasan endures pushes him closer to the brink of giving up everything. When an archaeologist discovers Nasan's journal, she races to uncover his secrets and find him before he disappears from history and time forever. I cannot read that. I don't know what I say. I'm sorry that I struggled. I'm probably not doing a very good job of selling the book or making you guys want to watch this, but we're going to start proofreading. So I had to edit for my client, which took me 2.5 hours tonight, like so long. Oh my gosh, by the way, I didn't know this pen was magnetic, so now it's just sitting here. So that's happening. So it took me 2 hours, so I started at 7, I finished at 9:30, and then I had to write, so I came here to the couch to do my writing, which is weird, but it actually worked and helped my inspiration a lot. So I wrote, and that took me until just now, and so it's now 11 o'clock. My husband's going to be texting me, and he's going to be on his way home from work soon. So I don't have much time, but my goal is to get through Jamestown tonight. So I'm going to be doing this by era. So I've got all this beginning stuff. I do have those, these sticky notes that I wrote myself when I found 3 mistakes in the formatting. So go watch those. I'll have that as a card. So I got to add those 3 mistakes and then all this cover business to the front so I won't forget. I'll probably do that later when I'm actually at my desk, but for now we got to put this on. So let's see if I can get this on. I've had a lot of trouble with this in the past. Let me bring my pillow over so I can sit this on something so you guys can watch this. In the past, I've been holding my phone with the Calamity's Hope books. I tried to do this painfully and it did not work. So what you do is you stick the magnet on the back and then you, oopsie, there goes the pen. You stick that on the front. We're probably gonna get rid of that pen actually. It's distracting. And you stick it like that and it stays there. So you have all your sticky notes. So I usually like to color coordinate, but honestly, it kind of doesn't matter. So I'm gonna do, I think I may do all colors, so pinks, blues, and greens for things that are changes, and then I'm gonna do yellows for things I need Michael's help with. So I just need a color for quotes, if I find any good quotes. Actually, scratch that. I think I'm gonna do light pinks for all the edits, and then we're gonna do yellow for if I need Michael's help. And then I'm gonna do, I can use maybe purple and green for edits too, but this bright blue is gonna be quotes. If I find any quotes, I'll mark it. So I usually put the tabs at the top here for those of you who haven't seen me do this before. So let's just get started editing. All right, I gotta get my seat in my blankie because I'm a child and it's very cold. Sleepy kitty. Sleepy husky. He like peeked his eye. All right. Now that we've got my pets established, Okay. It's a thick boy. I know it's got to be thicker than Samurai, but my goodness. Okay. Yes, I have to read the title page and the copyright page and make sure there's no typos.
You are my light when the night is deep, my shelter strong when I can't sleep.
I'm fangirling, isn't it pretty? Honestly, this is like holding my book baby. Like, this is my book baby more than Hunter, almost more than Hunter. Even though Hunter was my first published book, this has been such, like, it's been such a big deal. Oh my gosh.
Enemies rise, but they always fall. You hold me steady through it all.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to make notes for the TV show and stuff. So quotes are gonna be blue. I think TV show is gonna be purple. Or no, purple's closer to pink, so the TV show is gonna be green. And then purple and pink are gonna be edits. And then my husband, if I need his help with anything, will be yellow. So I think I'm gonna do purple. I should probably make a guide. I'm gonna write it on this page. Oh, it's so hard to write on this beautiful thing. I also didn't bring a bookmark. I'm gonna have to do that too, so.
Armies may gather.
Okay, I made a little guide for myself on the title page.
Shadows may grow, still I'll be fearless. This I know. So I'll sing to you my hiding place, my rock, my hope, my saving grace. With joy I lift this.
Can't decide if I'm being nitpicky or not, so I'm just going to ask Michael. I'm being over the top here. I'm about to cry. I know I'm being overly dramatic, but seeing the first entry, like the label for the date in an actual formatted state for the first time, January 1607, somewhere across the Atlantic, like seeing that for the first time in like a professional formatted way, look, my heart literally just kind of like, it like squeezed for a minute, like, oh my gosh. I feel like this is a bigger moment than Hunter. I mean, it's gotta be, because this is like, oh, I've waited so long for this. Okay, guys, I gotta get to work here.
Grateful sound, you lift me up on higher ground. Oh Lord, I'll sing.
Okay, this is still formatting Immortal, or not formatting, proofreading Immortal. I'm a mess, and I gotta get a bookmark. My husband's on his way home, but I gotta get dinner started. So you're gonna make dinner with me today. Yay, we get to make dinner, so I'm gonna get the ingredients out. Okay, I'll take you with me here. Sorry about the angle, I will fix it in a moment. All right, so all these, this dinner is pizza boats. The boats, the sauce, and then you put whatever ingredients you want. My husband likes his mushrooms and olives and cheese. I like Canadian bacon because I can't have pepperoni like he can. So I gotta get the pans. very spicy. Oh my gosh. Like a challenge and a video and a cooking video all at once. I just put cheese on mine after all that, and my husband will take cheese, but he also does these mushrooms and what else was here? Olives. So we're gonna get this ready. Here's what it looks like. See, pizza bolts are ready. I'm gonna put them in the oven now. I know I've made a little bit of a mess, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we're gonna put his on the bottom. We're gonna put this one on the top, and then I'm going to clean up my mess. Waiting until Michael comes home, so I will check in with you guys later. Well, I'm proofreading on commercials because I have nothing else entertaining to do with my life. So I also got a bookmark. My sister made this. Isn't it cute? It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there with Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. Show's back on. So I have been, what have I been doing? I tried to outline one of the stories I was working on, and then I tried to outline the other one when I got stuck, and then I realized that it was getting late. It was like 3 o'clock, and I like to stop by 3 or 3:30 at the latest to wind down, and so I realized that I needed to stop, so I was going to stop, but then my phone storage was almost full, so I realized I had emptied out. So from 3:30, it's now 4:16. I've been emptying out my phone, so while I was waiting for the different clips to like load into the thing, I finished proofreading Immortal, Jamestown, while I was waiting for the clips to get from my hard drive, from my phone to the hard drive. So I finished Jamestown, and I read the next letter, and I started the origin story, and I'm coming across the timeline problem. So I don't know what I think, okay, I remember I changed this in round 2, so play the clip here. But in round 2, I came to this spot, and I was thinking my math was wrong, and I think I did my math wrong then, and I was right originally. So I got out, when I did that in round 2, I wrote down the Immortal timeline on that pink piece of paper. You can see it there. I don't have extra hands here. I wrote down the timeline. So if by 209 BC he was 7 years old, that means he was born in 216 BC, because BC goes backwards, so it would be 209 so it would be 216 when he was born. So he's 24 when he gets to Egypt, which means, for some reason I thought that meant he would arrive in Egypt by 185 BC. But that's taking 209 plus 20 or minus 24. But he's not born in 209, he's 7 by that time. So you have to go back to 216 and then subtract 24, go to 216, subtract 24, and that gets 192, which is what I had originally. So all of the dates and times are off, but then I realized it's 4:16 in the morning, so I better wait till I can be more awake for all of this. So basically I'm going to put this version of Immortal away on my shelf for now. I made 2 different tabs on each of those pages that talk about it. One to remind me to ask Michael, and another one just to remind me that's an edit I need to fix, and I did make notes of that. And so far there's not that much to change, so I would say I'm doing pretty good. But this is a crisis for tomorrow. I can't deal with it now. It's 4:18 and I really want to relax. I can't think about this anymore, so I will check in with you guys tomorrow when I figure out what in the world's going on with my math. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog series as I formatted and proofread Immortal. And if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more writing and reading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you liked this episode, stay tuned for the next one.